Life can be full of twists and turns. Learn how a major twist in the life of Corey Watson led him to a career at the Resource Center.
To make a difference in people's lives, absolutely. I enjoy my work. I feel like it's not work a lot of times because of the enjoyable times I get to have with people. I've recently been promoted a little bit and I feel like I have a little more weight on my back for helping people out, and I've created such a great bond with people that I want to make sure the things in their lives go right. It's kind of a crazy story. So about 10, 11 years ago now, I suffered a traumatic brain injury from drug abuse. It's called toxic leukoencephalopathy, and basically affected the back of my brain and took away a lot of my muscle memory and motor function things. So when I was out in Buffalo, my mother, she was trying to figure out what she could do to help take care of her 21-year-old son. And we were looking into getting me into White Hill, the traumatic brain injury house in the Resource Center. Luckily, I ended up going through therapies and stuff, and I was able to stay home and not have to live somewhere else. But we were just looking for any options we could, and from learning about all that, it's how I ended up looking into the Resource Center down the road. But I went through about 2 years of learning to walk, drink liquids again, how to speak. My vocal cord muscles were paralyzed. And everyone I dealt with for that 2 years spoke to me and treated me like I had the brain of a 7-year-old. And I couldn't communicate back with anyone, so I don't really, blame them. But looking into work and being, 3 years sober at this point, I wanted to look into something where I could help people. I've always been a caring person. I just knew how frustrating it is to be doing everyday daily activity and have people give you the wrong instruction or not understand what you're trying to tell them. I just thought someone like me coming into this field could really help somebody out that would be struggling in that same way. It's like, especially people with dementia now. I've only dealt with a few people with dementia in the agency, but I can see the same frustration on their face. They know what they're trying to do. They're trying to take a shower or something, but they forgot how to do it. And that's kind of like a lot of what was going on with me. I knew what I wanted to do, what I wanted to eat, but I couldn't tell anyone. So I just had to deal with pancakes or whatever people made, and it was terrible. So DSP leads, a little different than a regular DSP. I'm basically a DSP, a med aid, and kind of an accountant. So the people I work with are getting ready to move out into the community on their own, or we're trying to get them to that point. So a lot of the assistance they need isn't so much cleaning, cooking a little bit, but mostly learning how to deal with finances and the everyday real world stuff. So that's a lot of what I do, and I set up their medical appointments for them, because if they ever move out in the community, they're gonna probably have someone that's gonna set up medical appointments for them. So with all that being said, I miss the DSP part of it a little bit because I'm not as hands-on as some of the other homes, but it comes with more responsibility, and you get to go to their ISP meetings and their life plans, so you get to have a say in that, which this is one of the big perks for me besides, moving up in the agency. As DSP lead, you're given more room to kind of say, I work with this person every day, and this is what I see going on with them. And that's my favorite part of the job, at least. If you go in with an open heart and an open mind, it's the funnest job you can have. I mean, there's hard days where I gotta do stuff, and then there's hard days where people are just having a rough day. But for the most part, it's half being a friend, half looking out for their best interest. And if you just kind of go at it that way, it's a fun day every day. Just know that you are their only line of help for the most part. Their families are there and stuff, but you are right there with them. So I don't know, maybe I'm just have a bleeding heart, but I wouldn't want to have my kid or my friend or anyone I have any respect for or know to be going out there knowing that they can't, that they're going into life disadvantaged. And that's how I go into it. I'm their advantage.